I'm going to do a full face and body IGTV showing you how to use the new Lucy B Naturally Glowing Tan Drops. If you're new to tan or if you've been tanning for a long time, these are perfect for you. The reason they're so great is that you're in complete control of your tan. Whether you want just a natural glow and look a bit healthier in the face and body, or if you want to go a deeper tan, all you have to do is decide how many drops you want. The reason these drops are so great is because they're actually colourless and they also smell really natural. They do not smell of fake tan due to the way we formulated them. They're also fragrance free because we understand how sensitive some skin types are, so we want to make sure that these are suitable for everyone. With the tan, how it actually works on the skin is it works with the amino acids in your skin. So you need to apply it to the skin directly. Make sure your skin is dry, exfoliated, so exfoliate the night before tanning, don't do it on the morning of. And if you want to shave, do it before, so do it the night before, so you avoid getting any sort of, like dots on your legs when you've shaved, or sort of if you've got any stub or anything, do it the night before tanning. And what it does, as I was saying, it reacts with the amino acids in your skin and causes a natural reaction with the DHA that we've used, and it's natural DHA for those of you who are wondering. And yeah, it just gives you the tan that you will naturally go in the sun. If you're not someone that tans, it will still give you colour, but everyone's tan will be different. Our product is palm oil free, cruelty free and vegan. The reason we're palm oil free is because of the negative impact palm oil is having on the planet. Around 50-70% of the products we use have palm oil in or its derivatives, and this is causing a massive effect on the rainforest. It's causing deforestation, the orangutans are being killed, people are being moved out of their homes, and the reason it is used so widely is because it's so cheap to produce. So it's easy to get, it's sustainable in products, but for us, we wanted to make a difference with our products. So all our products are palm oil free, and it has taken a long time to get there. Even for our manufacturers now, they're starting to really work out what is palm oil free, what's not, after doing so much research, but it does take time to get the products and to make sure that they are, and tracing it back to completely know the transparency of a product. So we are getting there, and I'm buzzing because we've got 15 products confirmed coming this year, maybe some of them next year. It takes a little while with lead times of the actual packaging. Anyway, that's enough of that, because I'm sure you're not here to hear all about that. You want to know how to do the perfect tan. So let's get started, shall we? All you need to do is get your lovely little jar of the Lucy B goodness, and what we're going to do is either on the face you can use it neat or you can use it with cream. I personally prefer to use it neat on the face, so do it before you do anything else. Make sure your face is dry. Get the drops. Anything, I would say if you're a newbie to it, start with 2 to 3, but if you are someone that tans and you like a tan, go for 5, just go for it. You can always add more, or leave it for the next time. But what's great is these can build up, so you could use these every day if you wanted to, or you can use them every other day. I personally like to use them sort of every 3 to 4 days to top up my tan, or if I'm going out, I'll definitely put them on a couple of hours before. So they take roughly, well, from the moment you put them on, you'll start to see a colour, but after 2 hours is when you'll get the actual official proper colour. But you need to leave them for 2 to 6 hours, or definitely 6 hours before showering, and just to make sure it has completely reacted with the skin. But this is a leave on tan, so you don't want to wash it off. You leave it on, and once you shower, you're fine. But obviously, what I would advise is if you're tanning, is dry down with a towel, damp, like sort of pat it down, don't rub, because you will be rubbing off the tan. If you're having hot baths every night, the tan will come off quicker. If you're just showering and washing where you need to wash, it will last roughly 5 days. So anyway, I just literally whack the dots on my face. And remember, it is so important to rub them in everywhere, under the eyes, over the forehead. Careful of the hair, like you don't want to go in the hair, but make sure you go up to the hairline, because you don't want to have a weird line here. You need to look natural, so really blend it in, and over the top of the brows and around the brows. I don't really do the eyelids, but you obviously just kind of want to lightly go over them, and under the eyes definitely. And then we're gonna do the neck. Oh God, we're gonna do the neck and the décolleté chest area in a second. What I want to show you though is with the tan drops, you can do them two ways. So I've applied them neat to my face. If you're new to tanning or you're fairer skinned or you're unsure on how to use them, I would recommend using face cream with them. So just give me 1 second. All you need is a face cream. The Lucy face cream works really well with the tan drops, and you just need to get a little bit. But what I'm going to do before that is just show you some tricks, because I've had some people ask me about, does that work? Oh, I don't even care. Lucy coconut oil first. First little hack, eyebrows. If you've got light eyebrows or you're worried about staining them, just whack a bit of oil over them. This will protect them, especially, as I said, fairer skin, and you're worried about dyeing them, please put it on. It is DHA, it will like tan you. So if it's gonna tan you and you're fair skinned and you've had issues with eyebrows before, definitely put it on. I'd also suggest, if you are someone that is worried about getting it in the hair and you're gonna shower about six hours later, just put a bit in your hair as well. I personally don't do this because my hair's dark, but you can just sort of put it in the areas of concern. Face cream, and we're just gonna get however much you normally get, and your drops. Don't put it into the palm of your hand and then rub it on your face. You're wasting so much of your product, so just put it on the tips of your finger. Rub them into my fingers and then all over the face. It is so important, obviously, to go over the ears as well, behind the ears, not to rush this. It's so quick to do, and once you become a pro at it, it's great, but please do not rush your tan, because that's when you will get streaks, obviously missed areas. It's not the tan's fault, it's your own fault, because if you miss that area, your tan's not going to think, oh, I need to react in that area. So you just need to make sure you're covering every bit. And that's why I really do think, if you're new to tanning, 100% use a moisturizer to do it, and a body moisturizer, so you completely know you've covered all areas. So with the body, I definitely suggest using a moisturizer. The reason for this is you'll find it will spread and apply so much easier than if you just apply them neat. And I find if you apply them neat, you'll probably end up using more, which, you know, we don't want to be doing. You don't want to waste the product. So get your tan drops, get your body moisturizer. You can use any body moisturizer. Today I am using a Lucy V one, which isn't out yet. So I'm just going to get some pumps. And with the body, again, every body is different, every shape, size, the colour you want to go. So it's really about trial and error. I'm actually going to do 8 drops because I love going tanned, and I've been saving this video to show you. Put it in your hands, and I'm just going to apply all over. Obviously, I wouldn't normally wear this outfit, but I don't want to do it in a bikini just yet. Oh, you want to make sure you haven't got any perfume on, any foundation, deodorant. Oops. And I'll show you the hands in a minute. What I like to do as well is, with tanning, I always find if I build up a bit more around this area, it makes my arms look slimmer and more toned. So I always actually put and pay a little bit more attention to this bit here, because it gives a real nice effect of like a more slim and slender look. And that's the great thing with tanning as well. It makes you feel so good. It makes me feel slimmer. It makes me feel happier in myself. So I hope you guys feel the same if you are trying it. For the back, if you haven't got anyone to apply your tan, and you know, you can get a good amount, like I can probably do all this bit, but to get the middle bit, which I've done before, I had a box once. We went out to this party and I had this square where I hadn't done my tan properly, so I wouldn't advise it. You met? I've got Lucy B ones coming soon. There is another product coming down the line. So we'll go like this. Just get a hairband, a spoon, your glove. So then just put your drops on the mitt, put your cream on. really hard on camera to do. Dry it off, make sure it's all rubbed in on my back. Let's get onto the legs. So with tan, I actually, quite a lot of the time, only do my upper body because I haven't always got my legs out, so I don't always bother doing them. So that's just another little trick. Yes, you might look funny in front of your partner or your friends if they see you, but hey ho, it's up to you what you want to do. So I normally literally, I'm like, this part is tanned and then the rest is just left. So yes, that is what I get up to most of the time. But yeah, with the legs, it's really important that you've exfoliated. Legs get dry really easily and you want to make sure your knees are exfoliated before. And as I said earlier, please always make sure you exfoliate and also shave the night before tanning. It will just prevent any of the pores absorbing the tan and you get that little dotted effect on your skin. And also just before tanning, please don't have a hot shower or bath because your pores will be open, you'll still be sweating, so it won't react well with the tan and you probably will find it might go patchy. And that's the same with products. Don't put any other products on. Moisturizer's fine, but use the moisturizer with the tan. And you can use oils and you can use coconut oil, but obviously it is oily. That sounds silly, but with a moisturizer, it's already dry. Like my top half here is dry. I do recommend obviously keeping loose clothes on just for the first 2 hours, just to prevent rubbing. Like anything, if it's gonna rub, you will get marks. So it's just helping the tan to develop properly. So with the legs, I'm gonna use 10 drops today on each leg. I'm just gonna go for it. So apply the moisturizer to your hand and then the drops. As you get more confident with the tan drops, you will probably just squeeze it and rub it in. Obviously that depends on the colour you want to go, but that's normally what I do. I don't actually count them most of the time because I'm happy if I'm tan, so I just leave it like that. So yeah, this is the bit I've been cringing most about, applying moisturiser to my legs. So yeah, let's do this. Just apply it all over and make sure you get the feet, the toes, in between the toes and the backs of the ankles as well. We don't want any awful tan lines going on, people. So yeah, just apply it all over the leg. If you get extra dry knees, apply a bit of moisturiser before. And obviously you would take it up to your bum, around this area, but I'm not gonna do that on camera. Okay, then we're gonna do the other leg. You can do it in sections. So I've just put enough pump so that it does cover my leg. But if you want to do it in sections, do the lower first and then the upper. It's up to you. You decide how you want to tan. There are rights and wrongs, but equally there's no right and wrong if you get a tan right for yourself. And as well, please don't rush it. Again, once you get more confident, rush it, but don't miss out areas because that is when you will get the patchiness. And I don't want any of you upset with your tans because it's patchy, because it really shouldn't be the case. So look, we're just gonna go like that. Oh, I should really go and gym it today, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm off to King's Cross later for dinner. I can't wait. That wasn't too bad actually. I've been cringing all morning about having to do this tan, but it's all right. Put on this outfit and I felt better in it. I had a bikini on to start and I was like, nah. Then I put on a boob tube and that was just hanging down the place. So yeah, that is as easy as it is. Couple of drops for glowing, healthy looking skin. As you can see, it's already started to develop for me. You will see this straight away, but as I've said, please wait 2 hours minimum if you do want to wash it off. You don't have to, it doesn't smell of anything. And I have used plenty of tans in my lifetime after training as a spray tan therapist and then always being a massive fake tan lover and all your friends being like, you stink, and I'm like, yeah, but the tan is what it's about. But now you don't have to worry about that. If you've got a moisturiser with a nice smell in it, that is what you'll smell. I've used a fragrance-free one, so don't smell of anything really. Now, the most important part, I guess, is washing your hands. I've got calluses, so they get orange if I don't wash my hands, and I'm going to show you now how to wash them to make sure you avoid all staining. To be Exfoliating soap. Look at that. Look how much it just foams up straight away. Bloody love these soaps. Apply it everywhere. Make sure you're getting in between your fingers. This is probably the most important place to get all over. Look at that. This is the exfoliating soap. It's got coconut shell in and it smells insane. It smells of spearmint basil. And it's like, oh, just a dreamy delight of goodness. I love it. But it is, look at that foam. Like, I never used soaps before because they wouldn't foam up. But here we are. So give it a good rub. We've all learned how to wash our hands properly with the current pandemic going on. So you should be a pro now. Hands are washed. But you're probably thinking, well, my hands are now going to be pasty and white. Don't worry, I've got you. If you haven't got a mitt, use an old sock. I know that sounds a bit manky or weird, but a sock or some fabric that you can just wrap around your finger and then apply it with. With the hands, it is so important not to apply directly on. So what we're going to do is get our moisturizer again, do a couple of, like, pump, just a little pump, and then we're just going to put 1, 2 drops on. Personally, I'd say do 1 to start, just to make sure. Oh no, do 2. 1, 2. And we're not going to start on the hand. We're going to start here. And we're just going to sort of apply from here and do that over the hands. Do the sides as well. We don't want to miss out those. And in between. Once it's actually rubbed in, do the in between bits. And there we have it. That's the first hand. And if you've got nail varnish on, you could either put coconut oil on them, or what I normally do is get the Lucy tonic, the AHA tonic, and just apply that to my fingers. So I'm going to do that to show you, because that will just remove any staining that has got on your fingers. So yeah, let's do that again. We're just going to start here and gradually bring it to the hands. Really just swiping over them, really. Just kind of going in between, around the sides, here as well, you know, anywhere. You can give it a little old rub round. Like that. If you use our Lucy B tonic, it is really important that you don't use this just before tanning, due to the fact it's got natural AHAs. AHAs boost cell renewal and they help exfoliate the skin. So they're really good for anti-aging, clear skin, help with scarring, pigmentation, blackheads, open pores. But if you use it just before tanning, the tan will not react well with your skin, so you may not see the effect. So if you use this, use it the night before, or at least 2 or 3 hours before tanning, just not directly before it. But I'm actually going to use it for my nails, as I was saying, just to get off any staining. I'm not going to show you my nails because I should have probably done them before the video. But yeah, just sort of give it a little rub. And obviously if you want to go over your hands again just to be safe, you can. So that is it in a nutshell, really. It's so easy to use. As I said, it's dry already. Don't do what I did, don't start patting it down unless you wash your hands again. But leave it to dry. It is dry. I'm ready to go. I can do whatever now of my day. I can leave it on for the rest of the day, the night, and I won't smell a fake tan. Or if you do want to wash it out off, you can do it, but you don't, just leave it on. It is lovely. But if you're going out for a night out and want to freshen up, then 100% have a shower. I'm going to do the rest of my body that I haven't done, and I will be back in a couple of hours to show you the final result. But I hope you found this useful. Absolutely overwhelmed and amazed with the feedback. I honestly have been in such a weird, I don't know, thought process or feelings recently with the build up to the launch, because with this one, as you've probably seen if you follow for a while, put so much into it, like really tried to nail like the photography, the videos and everything. So it's always scary. It's kind of like presenting something that you absolutely love and have built up in your head for over a year. We were working on this for nearly a year and a half to be exact, and the fact that it was something I've always wanted to do and it's here, it was just crazy. So I honestly appreciate you all, everyone that's already sending in pictures. Thank you. I'm buzzing, so thank you, and I really look forward to hearing your thoughts on the tan and how you get on with it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in a couple of hours. It's been a couple of hours. As you can see, my tan is developing really well. There is no staining, no dodgy patches at all, and I haven't got any staining on my hands. My hands look good. So yeah, that is it. As I said, easy peasy. Just make sure you take the time, do it properly, moisturize, and just build it up. If you're nervous about using them, build it up and you can't go too wrong. Hope you found this useful. I'll be doing more. I'm sorry for all the waffling, but hey, I thought I'd leave it in there because it's me and I don't really do a lot of these, so at least you get to know the real me. Clumsy as anything. All right, thank you guys. Mwah.